Flies might seem like simple pests, but they have some truly bizarre and mysterious traits. Flies don't have tongues like humans. Instead, their feet have taste receptors that let them taste surfaces just by landing on them. Flies have incredibly fast vision, thanks to their compound eyes. What looks like a quick movement to us appears much slower to them, which is why they are so hard to catch. Flies don't breathe through their mouths or noses, but through tiny openings called spiracles on their bodies, allowing them to survive in low-oxygen environments. They vomit on their food. Since flies don't have teeth, they regurgitate digestive enzymes onto food to liquefy it before slurping it up. They can see almost 360 degrees. With their massive compound eyes, flies can see nearly everything around them at once, making them extremely difficult to sneak up on. Some flies are parasitic and control their hosts. Some species, like the horsehair worm, lay eggs inside other insects. When the larvae hatch, they can manipulate the host's behavior before consuming it from the inside. They can survive decapitation. Certain flies, especially fruit flies, can live for hours or even days after losing their heads due to their decentralized nervous system. Flies are among the fastest reproducers. A single female housefly can lay up to 500 eggs in her short lifetime, and those eggs can hatch into maggots within hours. Zombie flies exist. Some fungi infect flies, take control of their nervous systems, and force them to climb to high places before exploding and releasing more spores. Flies might have a sixth sense. Some species of flies can detect changes in air pressure and vibrations before storms, allowing them to seek shelter before bad weather hits. Nature really went all out with these little creatures. Flies can see in ultraviolet light. Humans can only see a limited spectrum of colors, but flies can see ultraviolet light, allowing them to detect patterns and details on plants and animals that are invisible to us. This helps them find food and mates. Some flies are parasitic mind controllers. Certain flies, like the phorid fly, lay their eggs inside ants. When the larvae hatch, they crawl into the ant's brain, making it behave strangely before ultimately killing it. The fly then emerges from the ant's decapitated head. Flies can have babies without mating. Some female flies are capable of parthenogenesis, meaning they can reproduce without mating with a male. This allows their population to explode in environments where males are scarce. There's a species of fly that lays eggs in mosquitoes. Some flies, like mosquito parasites, inject their eggs into mosquitoes. When the eggs hatch, the larvae eat the mosquito from the inside out. Nature's revenge. Flies can smell with their antennae. Unlike humans, who rely on noses, flies use their antennae to detect smells. Their sense of smell is incredibly strong, allowing them to sniff out rotting food and decay from far away. There's a type of fly that mimics bees. Hoverflies look just like bees and wasps, but are completely harmless. They use mimicry to avoid being eaten by predators who think they can sting. Flies have built-in air conditioning. Flies regulate their body temperature by vibrating their wings and adjusting their blood flow. This helps them survive in extreme heat or cold environments. Some flies are born pregnant. Certain species, like tsetse flies, give birth to live maggots instead of laying eggs. The maggots are already developed when they emerge, allowing them to survive better in harsh conditions. Flies can detect poison. Flies are so sensitive to chemicals that they can detect toxins in food just by landing on it. If a fly refuses to eat something, it might not be safe for you either. There's a fly that lives in beehives. The bee louse fly is a tiny fly that sneaks into honeybee hives and feeds on bee larvae and honey. It's one of the many pests that can weaken bee colonies. Some flies have metallic bodies. Certain fly species, like blowflies, have shiny metallic blue, green, or bronze-colored bodies. These colors are due to microscopic structures on their exoskeleton that reflect light in a unique way. Flies have been around since the time of dinosaurs. Fossils show that flies have existed for over 250 million years, meaning they survived the mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. There are flies that look like jumping spiders, copying their color patterns and movements to avoid being eaten by predators. Flies can walk on water. Certain species, like water strider flies, have hydrophobic legs that allow them to stand and walk on the surface of the water without sinking. Experiments have shown that fruit flies can live and reproduce in space, making them one of the few creatures that can handle extreme cosmic conditions. Sanjiscope.